So today I'm going to talk about an online marketplace for freelancers called as Fiverr. So guys, please join me in welcoming my best friend from school and Google Ads specialist Disha Jagdish.
I primarily work on this platform called Fiverr. So always having a very compelling gig title and a very attractive gig image is something that catches a buyer. So that is like your first sell.
Strictly confidential. Okay. So what are the pros and cons of working on a platform like Fiverr?
Every gig starts at $5, so you can do the math.
I guarantee you this is a conversation you do not want to miss. So guys, let's straight head up to the interview. So today I'm going to talk about an online marketplace for freelancers called as Fiverr. This particular platform is one of the biggest in the world and it's doing incredibly well. And Fiverr is completely different from Upwork or freelancer.com, and that is what we're going to address in this video. I'm going to tell you how it is different and also how you can get a job or how you can find projects and make money working on Fiverr. To do this, I'm going to bring in a very special friend of mine, actually my best friend since 5th grade. Talking about her profile, she is a Google Ads specialist. She runs Google search ad campaigns and for different clients. She works on a gig project basis, and as you all know, gig projects, that is individual projects, are doing really well, freelance projects right now. She has been working on Fiverr for quite some time now, so she's quite well versed with Fiverr and she's here to share her experience with you. So guys, please join me in welcoming my best friend from school and Google Ads specialist Disha Jagdish. Hi Disha, how are you doing?
Hi Disha, I'm doing great. How are you?
I think we need to have some sort of code over here to get the names right, but it's okay, like it's fine I guess for now. I'm not going to talk about our school pet names here, that's strictly confidential. Okay, so welcome to Altered Answers. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I know for a fact that you have been through a journey from all the way from going from Mangalore to Bangalore. You have studied certain things. You have a degree in engineering. You're a brilliant artist. You're a brilliant cook. You have your own channel and all of that. And amidst all of these things, you are also a Google Ads specialist. You are working as a freelancer, and I would love to know more about that. So that is why we're having this conversation today for those who are watching and who would like to have a career in freelance and are very interested in Google Ads and working as a Google Ads specialist. So let's start off with the most basic question. Tell us something about yourself, about your specialization, just a little thing to get us started.
So I started out as an engineer. I did my engineering in electronics and communication, and then I started working at Tech Mahindra as an engineer. And while I was doing my engineering job, I realized that it wasn't something I saw myself doing 10 years down the line. So I decided to make a career move. And while I was looking at different options, I found that digital marketing kind of spoke to me the most, and especially search engine marketing at that time. So that's when I decided to become a specialist in Google Ads, and that's what I do now. I set up and manage Google Ads accounts for clients all over the world. I primarily work on this platform called Fiverr, which is an amazing platform for aspiring freelancers. And apart from that, I also, like I said, run a YouTube channel called Play the Spice. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so before we get into learning more about Fiverr, because I know I've heard a lot of good things about Fiverr and I'd love to know how it works, I want to know why you chose to work as a freelancer Google analyst. Why you had a job, you worked at a company before this as an analyst, you ran search ad campaigns there as well, but then you shifted to working as a freelancer. So what exactly inspired you to take up a career in as a freelancer?
So while I was working there, I realized that I needed a job that gave me a lot of flexibility in terms of time and in terms of managing both my interests as well as my career aspirations at the same time. So having worked with Google Ads, I already had the knowledge to move into freelancing very confidently, and the resources required were very minimum. I just needed a laptop and internet connection, and I could work out of anywhere. So that was a huge bonus for me because as a person, I like to do a lot of different things, and freelancing is one way for me to make sure that I keep my income streams coming in, whereas work on all my other passions as well. And also, I'm very driven towards research and analysis. So it was just something that was a good fit for me at that point.
That's really great. So a lot of people right now are moving towards freelance for that that reason, to have that sort of flexibility as well. I would like to know now about Fiverr. You said that you're working with Fiverr. You've had other clients as well before, like individually you got your own clients as well, correct?
Yes.
So now you moved to Fiverr. What was the process like to start off on Fiverr? What exactly is it like to work on Fiverr?
So Fiverr is a great marketplace for aspiring freelancers because you don't really have to get into a bidding negotiation or anything of that sort there. You just have to put out your profile and businesses reach out to you. So it's a great place for aspiring freelancers to start.
Okay. So now recently, someone asked me this question, which is a very valid question. They said that working on freelancer platforms, there are a lot of freelancer platforms. There's Upwork.com, there's Freelancer.com. These platforms, I mean, they sound really good, but it's very difficult to get jobs through these platforms because it's very competitive. And, you have to be, you have to have so much of experience. You have to be the best. So, the people have been asking me, how exactly are we supposed to do it if it's not, it's not that easy. So how is Fiverr different from Upwork or Freelancer.com?
So what happens on Freelancer and Upwork is that you need to go and you need to tell a buyer what you're willing to offer and at what price. Whereas on Fiverr, they come to you, they come to your profile, they see what you have to offer, and if you're a good match, they reach out to you. So that way you don't get into a bidding war or a negotiation stream, at least not for the most part of it. So that way it's very easy for someone who's aspiring, who's new, to get into this marketplace because it makes it easier for you to be found, and you're not piled up on tons of different bids, which probably might be either better than you or have more experience than you.
Okay. Now, how did you get noticed on Fiverr? Because if you said that people, buyers have to come and look at your profile, see your work, and then give you a job. How exactly did you make sure that you get noticed in the beginning? Because you went there without any, a lot of experience on Fiverr, right? So how exactly did you do it?
Yeah, so on Fiverr, the first thing that a buyer sees when they make a search is the gig title and the gig image, obviously along with the price that you mentioned. So always having a very compelling gig title and a very attractive gig image is something that catches a buyer. So that is like your first sell. As soon as a buyer clicks on that particular, clicks on your gig, then you need to make sure that the description that you provided of your gig has to be as descriptive and as value providing as possible. You need to always tell the buyer what they get out of this gig rather than what you're willing to do for them. Make them feel that, although they don't know you, make them feel that there's a connection that you're trying to build and the value that you're proposing to offer to them so that it seems like you're someone they would like to work with. Also, having a competitive price does give you an edge as a new freelancer because there are a ton of profiles there. So, all of these three things in combination, along with having a very strong profile, will get you recognized in the initial days.
Okay. All right. So this question is, I think a lot of people must be wondering, what are the pros and cons of working on a platform like Fiverr?
Like I said, the first pro is it's great. It's a very easy platform for new freelancers to get into. There's hardly anything you need to know much. You can pretty much go and set up your profile and then start adding your gigs. That's one of the biggest pros. Another is they have a very strong customer support team. So if you have any issues with any buyers, then they're very communicative. You can reach out to the customer support and they'll assist you in solving this issue. Another is obviously the flexibility that you can go out of office anytime, you can create new gigs anytime, you can pause your existing gigs. So that way there's a lot more flexibility I feel when it comes to Fiverr. Then as you grow, you gain levels based on your orders, based on the amount you've made out of Fiverr, you gain new levels. So that way you can actually create a business for yourself. While you might start out small and start out earning much lesser, as you scale and as you grow on Fiverr, you can charge much more and then you can even become a pro on Fiverr. So that way you've really created a brand for yourself. So these, along with obviously the ability to choose who you want to work with, when you want to work with, and where you want to work with, that's also a great pro. And when it comes to cons of Fiverr, the biggest con is I think the payment process is a little slow. It takes 14 days for your earnings to be credited into your account. So that is one con. Another would be that Fiverr takes a 20% commission on your earnings. So always for all sellers, it's best advice to add in this 20% commission into your gig price so that you fairly evaluate yourself and you're not setting yourself up for loss. And another would be you cannot network outside of Fiverr. You have to keep all your contacts and all your communication with your clients limited inside Fiverr because Fiverr owns these clients and anything that you do to communicate with them outside will get you out of Fiverr. They'll just block you.
Okay. I think there are a lot of pros to working with Fiverr as well as an equal number of cons to working there. But I think, I mean, how are you enjoying your, time working on Fiverr? How do you enjoy the process of it?
I personally really liked it because it gave me a great start when I was just starting to be a freelancer. I didn't have to put in too much effort into going and negotiating with different customers and different clients. And also the fact that you don't really need to have any invoices or anything. You make sure you don't have any issues with payments. Here, the seller always, so the buyer always makes the payment before they order the gig. So there is assurance that you are going to get paid. It's not like you do all the work and then you send in your work and then they say they don't like it and then they won't pay. There's no hustle of that sort. It's a very easy process, and if there's any issue once your delivery is done, then the customer support takes that role. So it's very easy for new freelancers, and I also feel that that's one of the reasons I've stuck on to Fiverr for so long. And generally it's also nice to be able to choose who you want to work with because these buyers tend to communicate with you in chats before placing an order, so you get an idea of what the project is like, what the business is like, so that way you get an idea of what you're getting into. And if you do want to work with them, then you can always say that no, this is not something that might work out well between us, or this is not a great fit, and you can always not take up their project. So I really like that flexibility as well. And I don't need to go around looking for work. Work comes to me, which is also a big pro that I've felt with Fiverr.
So, I mean, that's really nice. So, the flexibility is like a very big, advantage to working as a freelancer. Now, coming to this part where everyone, has this common question of how much can you earn, what is the earning potential on a platform like Fiverr? Because you've been working there for a while now. So, what do you think is the earning potential of someone working on Fiverr?
So there is no specific limit that I can put on this, to be very honest. When you start out, you may not earn as much, but that's also because when you look at Fiverr, you can look at it as an actual new career that you're starting. You need to start out smaller and then you get to grow much larger and much bigger. So for starters, all I can say is every gig starts at $5. So you can do the math. $5 and 20% off is like $4 per gig. So if you get about 10 or 20 orders in a month, that's about $400 to $800. So that's generally how much someone might make in their first, maybe get 10 or 20 orders in the first month or two. And then it really scales. And as you scale, you can obviously charge much higher, charge a fairer price, charge a higher price even that you feel is fit. So you can even earn up to lakhs. I know people who earn up to lakhs. So yeah.
So, was there a registration or any sort of thing when you went on to Fiverr? Is there some sort of registration process, a fee or something like that you have to pay?
No, there's absolutely no fee to pay. You just need to go there. You need to sign and create an account, and that's just it. You don't even need to pay to create a gig or anything. And the first time you create your gig and you get an order, that's when you even get paid. So there's no harm in going and setting up an account at all, and you don't even need to do any chasing as such. So it's great.
Okay. Now, you move from a corporate, structure. You were working at a corporate to working as a freelancer. Now, I know that there's a huge difference in the both of them. So, how exactly do you manage, your time, and how do you manage your schedule? What is your schedule like working on a freelancer platform?
So the moment you switch from being into a corporate job to a freelancer, you need to understand that you are now a business of your own. So you really need to take care of everything that your company took care of you. So that was a big learning for me when I switched. And in terms of taking care of time, one major bonus of not working a corporate job is you save a lot of time. You don't need to have a commute to job, so you save maybe an hour or two there. And then your general chit chat with friends or your general breaks and all that, you tend to save maybe 2 or 3 hours every day at least. So those are a couple of hours you gain. But in terms of structuring your day, you have to be very careful to make sure that you have set work hours for yourself and just work during those hours, and also be very meticulous when you plan out your gigs so that you give yourself sufficient time to deliver, even if you're getting more orders in the meantime. So that really helps out. Just being very mindful of your time, being making sure that you're working in that time and not having too many distractions, not procrastinating. So these things help in making sure that you deliver on time, and as well as have your own work-life balance as well.
That's really good advice. Now, for those who specifically want to work in the field of Google Ads, do you have any sort of certification, like specific certifications to work as a Google Ads specialist?
So Google offers Google Ads certification in all of their advertising platforms. So that's a great certificate to have. I would say that's enough to get started, because when you go through that certification, you go through all the required fields that you need to go through, and that's one of the most recognized certificates. And it's a free certificate again, so mostly it.
All right, so just the certification from Google itself is what you've done, and that has worked well enough for you to get a lot of projects and gigs on Fiverr, right?
Yes, not just on Fiverr, even my jobs that I've got in the past were based on those certifications, and obviously the working knowledge, but those certifications definitely help.
Okay. So now, a lot, people who don't know and who are watching this, Disha has her own cooking channel as well. She has this beautiful channel called Break the Spice. Also, she has her own DIY, gardening tips, succulent care, and she's also a hair care enthusiast. What exactly do you call it? Hair blogger? You're sort of a hair blogger as well. So I just want to know, how are you managing it all? Like, I heard the routine of how a freelancer works, how many hours in a day, but how are you managing to put content pertaining to all of these things on one, as one person doing it all?
So, like I said, so the main reason, in fact, for me to move from corporate to freelancing was to get all of that time back. The commute, the breaks, the general de-stressing of going to a corporate job. Those are all the hours I've gained back in a day, which is a minimum of 2 or 3 hours, and that's where I fit in all my extra things and more even. So I think making the switch was something I've been planning for a while, but was also very essential in managing both my work and building other streams of income and my passions as well. So that's how I managed.
Okay, that's really good, and I hope that those who are interested in freelancing and who have a lot of passions, they are able to take advice from this and kind of get this going. So, Disha, thank you so much. You've been amazing, and we've got some really good advice and tips from you, and we're really going to look into Fiverr as well. And guys, those who would like to check Fiverr out, we have a link in the description below. You can go to that link, you can sign up as a seller, and you can start off right away. So check the link in the description below. Disha, you're awesome. Obviously, you're my best friend. Like, that's another talent that you have that I didn't speak about. So good job on that. Anyway.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's been an amazing time, and I wish you guys all the best. Do check out Fiverr; it's an amazing platform.
Thanks a lot, Disha. We'll talk to you soon. So guys, if you want to know more, we are exploring a lot of different careers. We're talking to a lot of different people from different industries who are working as freelancers, working from home, and we're trying to give you the best resources, tips and advice on starting your own career as a freelancer. So do follow us on social media, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and you'll get all of this information. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is click a button. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.